So then I have a couple questions. So now you have, your dream came true, and then you have a product, and then people can enjoy your Shiso Soy. So what's your next dream? Like what's in your mind? What do you want to do in the future?
My original dream was actually to try to open a brewery in America. And I looked into that and I tried to brew some soy sauce. And I realized that was really something that would happen later in my life. Because to, to scale it, to make a couple gallons of soy sauce and to make 1,000 gallons of soy sauce is a completely different process, even if everything's the same, because fermentation doesn't scale in the same way. It's not, it's a more complicated thing than just increasing the recipe. And additionally, some of the soy sauces are 2-year soy sauces or 1-year soy sauce, the two products I carry, whereas Kikkoman is a 6-month process. I think that's part of the difference between the commercial soy sauces are all about 6 months, and the artisanal soy sauce is 1, 2, and sometimes 3 years. And that additional aging is similar to keeping wine in a barrel. It imparts complexity and subtlety and just makes a better product. So the original idea was, I wanted to open a brewery in America. And I realized it would take me, probably 10 or 15 years to just figure out how to get to the point where I was producing a quality product. And then I would have no one to sell it to. So I said, all right, I'll start with the dream of selling the soy sauce first and creating a premium market and helping these small breweries in Japan and educating Americans about soy sauce and the value of having a delicious, fresh, quality soy sauce to cook with, or particularly to put on their sushi. And the brewery I hope to open one day in the future.
I'm so
My
excited.
dream would ultimately to be have a brewery. I would love to even buy one of the old breweries in Japan and just ship it over here with the beautiful wood. The Japanese breweries, a lot of them are 100 years old, and they're all put together with mortise and tenon, which means there's no nails, and they use full trees. They're just beautiful. So that's the ultimate dream, is to provide Americans with a better experience and to one day maybe open up a brewery.
I'm very excited. I can't wait. I know that the
Well,
dreams
you get
begin with.
to be one of the first guests at the brewery. I'll
Okay.
let you be one of the first guests at the brewery. You're like a winery. We'll make it in your Calistoga so we can have an onsen, and we'll brew soy sauce.
That is awesome. I'm in.
That would be my dream.
Do you have any future idea? You may have a more product. Now you have a two, Koikuchi and Marudai, but you have a plan to have a little bit different varieties.
I think over the future, I would like to introduce more different flavors and more complexity to the market. I'm starting with 2. I don't want to overwhelm people. I think if you taste these 2 soy sauces side by side, and with whatever soy sauce you have at home or whatever your favorite restaurant is, you'll realize there's a difference in the taste and the quality of the soy sauce. I think you asked me what my dreams were. This is a broader dream, is that in Japan, there's only basically one kind of soy sauce, whatever store you go into. There's generally Kikkoman and maybe one of the local brands. And the more time I spent in Japan, I was just amazed at the quality of everything. Everything is taken to the nth degree in terms of what's the best. And people think about what's the best. The expression Ichiban, I think means first place. Is that the direct translation? And there's endless discussion of what's Ichiban in Japan. And yet soy sauce, which I think is the quintessentially Japanese product, there was no Ichiban soy sauce. You could go into a beautiful store in the Ginza, the expensive shopping district in Tokyo, and there would be 10 oranges that would cost from $5 to $50 each. Every product there were Ichiban, and then going down the line. And soy sauce, which has a huge variety of flavor and complexity and quality, it would just be 1 or 2 bottles. And it's one of the strangest things about Japan to me. And no one's ever explained to me why that's the case. And I even had it happened a few times in sushi bars in Japan where I'd sit down at a sushi bar and have, 7 or 8 different bottles of soy sauce that I would be tasting from breweries I had visited or gotten bottles from. And on 2 separate occasions, the most un-Japanese thing imaginable happened, where a Japanese person came up to me and said, "That's the soy sauce." They told me through a translator that a particular bottle of soy sauce I had was from their hometown or their city or the prefecture, and that they wanted their friends to try it. And I would give them a bottle and let them have some. And there was this personal pride that these people had in their local soy sauce that they loved, but the idea of taking it somewhere didn't occur to them. They only had their local soy sauce locally. There didn't, other than the top national brands, Kikkoman and a few others, Yamasa, there was no variation. There were just the national brands and maybe 1 or 2 local brands. So I think that plays into just the strange history of soy sauce. And I have ideas of why it developed that way, but we can save that for another time.
Okay, nice. Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your
And
passion.
I have one more dream that I wanted to discuss with you, which is I think my personal dream of having a brewery, and then my dream of helping create a premium sector so that everyone can enjoy the soy sauces, and that these breweries can be paid a premium on their product so they can afford to stay in business and compete with Kikkoman and Yamasa. Another dream I had, which came up earlier, is that along the same lines that there's only one soy sauce in each store, there's not the pairing of soy sauces. I would like to see an evolution of the way people eat sushi as it becomes more international. It could be a form of California cuisine to do this, but that there are different soy sauces used for different fish. So that when you eat something as spectacular as a fresh shrimp, a sweet shrimp, or a really beautiful piece of yellowfin, that you have a soy sauce that's balanced and perfect for that particular flavor instead of a one-size-fits-all sauce. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But I agree with you because after you introducing me to taste different soy sauce with different food, so I started to try out, what I can taste, and then it really gave me a different perspective of food and then how I want to eat, because now I know which one I should choose as a soy sauce, and then I can get a different experience. Sometimes it's not like this one is better and this one is not good. It's like both good, but just different experience.
Different experience.
Mm.
And I think that's what makes eating interesting. It's not something, I may have my favorite cuisine or my favorite dish or my favorite food, but there are a bunch of them and they change seasonally, they change within my own experience. And I'm trying to enhance that by introducing these quality soy sauces in a variety of them. I hope to enhance people's lives and experience and make their eating experience more interesting and more fun.
I totally agree with you. Like one day, like it's like a wine. Like we have like a Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, Pinot, and a Cab on the table. And same way, I hope people carry the different type of soy sauce to try out with different food on their house or like at the restaurant.
Yeah, and I think another thing, people express concern that the price points are high. It's a small bottle. The Koikuchi is $16 and the Marudai is $18. And there's some pushback on that. And I can say that it's expensive to bring soy sauces from here, from Japan to America, put them in these beautiful Italian glass bottles and distribute them. And hopefully as things get bigger and I scale, I'm able to lower that price. But I would like people to think when they buy a bottle for $16 that if you go to a meal and you spend $100 on fish and you're eating, a piece that costs $5 or $6 or $8, If you have 4 people or even 2 people and it's $8 each, it's literally the price of one of your pieces of fish. And you're going to enhance your experience through the entire meal with a better soy sauce. I think if you taste fish without soy sauce and with soy sauce, and then with the Shiso Soy products, it's an entirely different experience, each one. So the actual cost as it affects your entire meal is minimal. I think people have this idea that it should be free. But when something's free, you get what you pay for.
I understand. Like my last question was the maybe the message to the consumer, like who is going to enjoy your soy sauce, and you kind of cover, what you just said. But do you have a last word for the people who are gonna enjoy your soy sauce?
Well, I hope they do. I hope you try it, or even go to a Japanese market near you and just try getting a few bottles of soy sauce there. It's just a whole level of complexity and interest and quality that people are unaware of. We live in a food world now, which is like Portlandia. I go to a restaurant and they tell me where a chicken is from and how much space it had and what it ate. And I wonder if they're going to tell me the name of the chicken. And I find that most people can't even say the ingredients to soy sauce. Even Japanese people don't know what's in it. And for a culture that's so obsessed with where things come and provenance and ingredients and recipes, it's fascinating to me that really the most high-end condiment, people don't know anything about it. They just perceive it as this dark brown, salty, sour sauce that you put on everything without ever really thinking about it. So I hope you think about it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn about it and let it be a part of your experience and make your experience better.
Excellent. Thank you so much for
It's been my pleasure.
providing
Yuri.
all the effort and energy and passion into the product, and then great message to the people. I learned something new too.
I thank you, Yuri.
Thank you so much. And I hope everybody enjoy your Shiso Soy. And then I put the link somewhere so people can find it. Okay,
Right,
thank you,
thank you.
John-san.